Another day on the Breaking Bedrock server. Hello everyone, I'm your host Command1125, and this is episode 5 of the 5th season of Breaking Bedrock. And today, we go 100% efficiency, baby. But anyway, to start the episode off, I've got my stuff together as promised. I know exactly what I'm going to do this episode, and as you can see behind me, I've been busy in the interim gathering resources. So today we plan on doing some stuff over at the industrial district. We're going to wire up the gold farm completely. We're going to build our nether tunnels. We're going to go to the shopping district. We're going to finish the back of our bookshop finally. And we're going to finish the mailroom interior as well as the storeroom interior. And we may even try to start this little quadrant of the base. And we're going to finish wiring all these micro farms up, as well as install some of the, like the chicken farm, the egg farm, and things of that nature as well. So plenty to do this episode, but at first, I reckon we need to take a look at all the resources I've been gathering. This is going to be for like all the nether stuff. I think I got some ice here. I was going to do blue ice, but then I realized an entire shulker box would take me 3 shulkers to do, so I decided not to do that. And then over here is just a bunch of stuff to make a lot of redstone components that we're going to need over in the industrial district. I just went ahead and decided to do bulk redstones creation, making, something like that, so that we don't have to worry about it in the future. So hopefully we can get all of this stuff done. Other than that, I don't think I've done anything since the end of the last episode. I think we're going to pick up right where we left off. So first, I guess we're going to make all these redstone components, and I'll kind of show you guys, again, I'll show you guys all the resources, and I'll show you, once again, when I bring you back, how much we were able to actually get out of it. And the answer to that question is not a lot. Not as much as I thought, nowhere near. So I went through all this redstone. If I put it like this, you can kind of see. So I went through pretty much like 8.5 stacks of redstone blocks. I got the shulker of stone and cobblestone, just one of each, and wound up getting 2 more of each. So total, that was 3 shulkers of stone, 3 shulkers of cobbled stone, and 8.5 stacks of redstone blocks. Plus, I had to go get more iron from the iron farm. We used about like 9 stacks of iron to make these hoppers, and it's just absolutely ridiculous amount of resources. Never crafted so many redstone torches in my life. We're gonna hold off on the dispensers because those are kind of hard to make. You can see we went through all that. I went and got a whole shulker box of nether quartz. Used it all, and this is what we come up with. So we have 9 stacks of comparators, 9 stacks of repeaters, about 6 stacks of pistons, a little under, and then a little under 3 stacks of observers, just to kind of supplement what we already have in our redstone box. For our projects over at the industrial district. I went ahead, and the reason why I'm going to leave all this over there is because we're going to need to run a lot of redstone line. So pretty much we're going to take these 2. No, not again. This one, I don't need that. We can sort that later on. But these stuff we're going to leave for the nether tunnels, and we're going to go ahead and take a journey to our industrial district. Okay, so here we're at the industrial district. I have been doing a bit more AFKing here, just making sure that the iron golem's actually spawning. We got a couple more shulkers of gunpowder, even though we don't really need that. But today, we're going to be working up here in our bubble vader that we made last episode. No! Okay, so we're going to be working on this mainly. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to rig up all these systems in order to turn on that number of windows. So if we want to run 1 window, 2 windows at a time, both of those would be 3, and then this one would be 4, no matter if the other 2 are switched on or not, okay? Because we don't want to have to switch all 3 on to run 4. I just want to have to switch 1 switch on to run 4. But essentially, what's going to happen is the brain is going to be right behind here of the system, and the rest of it's just going to be connections. You can see that I was running it earlier. these pistons down here with the redstone blocks constantly update these observers, which constantly updates all of this lava, which makes the portals flash on and off a lot faster. We also have the trident killers we need to run, as well as the flashing system itself, which is these dispensers with the buckets of water in the empty buckets that go back and forth with each other. So I'm going to get busy working on this, and I'll bring you guys back whenever I've made a little bit of progress, probably after I built the brain before we make all the connections together. Because it's going to take some thinking to do, because we want to do this as efficiently as possible, and also make it look as good as possible. Some unavoidables, you know, there are going to be glass tracks going all over the place over here to try to get all that connected. No! But yeah, I'll bring you guys right back. And back we are, and guess what? Come around the back here. Boom! Brain complete. So, I haven't wired up the windows yet, obviously. But, essentially, these lights are going to act like the windows, okay? Just to show that there is power indeed going to just these and nowhere else. So, the yellow line is our on and off system. It's going to be able to turn all the lines on and off, as you'll see here shortly, as well as turn on the trident killer that's going to go to that block right there at my crosshairs with that lever on it. So whenever it's powered, it will be turned off or reversed. We'll have to put like a signal reverser, utilizing some redstone torches so that the lights match up to what we want over here. The blue line is going to go to the nearest, so it's going to go to this window right here. The red is actually going to control two windows. It's going to be our left and then the far back one. And the green line is just going to do the right one. Okay? So if we come over here, I'll show you how it works. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to select the windows you want to run. So let's just say I want to run two windows. Right? What it's going to do is that red line is going to light up. You'll notice that the farm is not running yet because the farm is turned off. Okay? Now we come back here and say, okay, now I want to run the farm, turn on. That'll turn on the trident killers, raise these blocks, which completes the circuit, and then boom, those to the left and the back is going to turn on and off, and Bob's your uncle. Now say I want three windows on. Okay, just turn on the other one window, and they add up together. Right? Oh no! They add up together, like so. And then, let's say, for example, we want just all four windows running. This is my favorite part. You turn this one on, and all the lights turn on, right? So we bypassed underneath to where both of this block pretty much powers that redstone, and then this redstone powers this right here. Okay, again, if we want to turn off the farm, all we got to do is turn the farm off, and then that will cut the entire farm off itself. The on-off switch towards that area over there where the trident killer is going to be on a hopper clock. So whenever we turn it off, it'll give it about like 30 seconds of run time because there's always some pigs left over. We don't want 100, 200 pigs over there lagging the server out. But yeah, so I honestly am in I mean, obviously you can, have these on as well. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything because this obviously is going to bypass these two switches. But I really, really, really enjoyed making this. It was very, it tickled my fancy, if that makes sense. It scratched an itch I couldn't reach in my brain. But yeah, so now all we got to do is hook up these things. But before we do that, I'll go ahead and show you this as well. Hammer Time came over. We talked for a bit about the future of the industrial district, and that he made this hot mess right here. Now we hooked up all this stuff, and he hooked up all this stuff. So pretty much, it's complete, right? So once we have gunpowder, shulker of gunpowder in the gunpowder holder, shulker of paper in the paper dispenser down there, and then once these are both done, we press the button. It'll dispense those, start the autocraft clock, and then once it's started, this light will come on. It'll run through both those shulkers, making 3 shulker boxes of rockets, and then the light will turn off, and then you have to repress it again to activate the next round. But since that's going to take a while, we're just going to do 1 shulker at a time. There's no need in having it just go round and round and round. 3 shulkers of rockets are no joke. But let me go. I'm going to try to get this wired up quickly. Not quickly, actually. It's going to take a lot of thinking because I don't want glass literally everywhere. 4 glass lines running across is already a lot as it is. But yeah, so I'll see you guys whenever I get finished with that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have gotten it wired up. We can just take a quick fly. There's only 3 redstone towers going up because we have one that runs 2 up here, the red line. As you can see, got rid of all this bulky redstone in the middle. And pretty much, yeah, it's just 3 lines running through. They come down, they come out. I try to make it as symmetrical as possible, just to kind of keep all the clutter out. Let's take a side look. Oh, it actually looks pretty cool. I haven't looked at it from the side yet. Yeah, the gold line's the only one I'm kind of like, it's kind of really juts out a lot. I'd rather it maybe come up here and come over, but it just depends. I might change that. It just depends on what we do with that hallway. But let's start with the demonstrations. So, firstly, you pick what windows you want. Let's say I want to run just one window. Okay, click the button. We look back. The blue line is powered, but not on yet, because we got to turn the farm on. Once we do, boom, it all changed. You can see up there it starts ticking away. Things will start spawning, and Bob's your uncle. So now let's say, okay, well, I want to run just 2 windows. So let me cut this first window off. That should cut off here in a second. Yep. And then I'll cut 2 windows on, so this left one and the back one should cut on. Yep, as you can see there, boom. It's getting, and yep, they're spawning back there. But now let's say I want to do all 4 windows. Okay, so I'm going to cut that off. As you can see, indeed, they are both off. Then now I do all 4. And again, the yellow, the green line is only connected to 1, right? But over here in the brain, we came underneath and bypassed those other 2 lines, so that this block is powered and is powering these as well. So I really enjoy how this all came together, to where now I don't have to fly up there and cut that on, and down there and cut that on. The only downside I will say about this farm, and something that I'm looking into solutions for, one of the solutions are getting a skull catalyst. Well, it's gonna be very loud. We'll fly and I'll come back. But it's the XP, right? There's going to be a bunch of XP down there floating around. And I'm trying to find solutions for it. There's not really any good ones. Eventually, all that XP will cause some lag. Because I believe they count them as entities. I'm not 100% sure about that, but have to do some research. I do know that you get enough of those orbs floating around, pathfinding and stuff, that it'll cause some lag. Let's go check it out. Let's see how much. Oh yeah, hear all that. But yeah, so I mean, it's pretty much finished. You can stand here and AFK it. You can stand over there and AFK it. You get you some XP, repair all your stuff. Things of that nature. I don't think I got anything I really need to repair. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we knocked that off the to-do list. I'm actually very happy with the way that it turned out. That's very satisfying, seeing something that you've worked on for so long finally all come together. I think I went over this earlier, but yeah, Hammer Time fixed the gunpowder farm. It does work completely, so excellent. And now, I guess we're going to go into the Nether and start looking into finishing our Nether tunnel down there, because I'm really getting tired of dealing with what I'm about to show you. Yeah, so doing this all the time is really getting old. Like, I've literally flown back and forth through this tunnel literally probably like thousands of times to go back and grab stuff from the base, because I don't have a boat or whatever. So I think that the best move for us to do next is going to be to come down here and finish out our the actual hub itself. Luckily, I've already gotten the soul sand, the stairs, and the ice placed down. All I gotta do is these walls. So here's pretty much the design that I came up with. There's going to be some vaulted ceilings here. I don't know what I'm going to place. Probably either lapis or diamonds, honestly. I don't know. There's a lot of diamonds to place. Now we got some gold and lapis down there. There's going to be like blue, then gold, then blue, then gold banners. And then maybe some gray carpet. Or light gray carpet down here. I think we'll make it look really good. We'll definitely experiment around and see precisely what's going to look good and what isn't. We'll probably put some light sources behind there, maybe. I don't even think I got any on me, but maybe behind this block we'll put some light sources all the way down. But yeah, I've been kind of chugging away at this last night before I wired up the gold farm. But yeah, so I'm going to get busy trying to get as much done on this as I can. Unsure if I'll finish it by the end of this episode. But yeah, we'll pretty much, let me get busy here. No. Back in the Nether hub, and as you can see, I have successfully moved my portal down from up top to down here. I have built out the tunnels minus the roof all the way down to the main tunnel. The next episode, or in the episode after, we'll probably start working on the business industrial district end of this whole thing. Let me kill these guys real quick. But as you can see, I've been fiddling around a little bit with the design. I'm trying to figure out whether or not the first design that we're going to look at is probably, it's going to be like the gold blocks in the middle and then the diamond blocks in the middle. To be honest, I'm kind of leaning more toward the diamond blocks in the middle. And then you can see I added the banners. And I'm also messing around, I don't really like this, I don't think, but putting the banners on the inside instead of on the outside. But I think that I like these. I'm still messing around a little bit, trying to find a good design for the roof because I want to match the atrium at the end. And as you can see, it's going to take a lot of blocks, gold or diamond, to figure out what we actually want to do with these middle blocks here. If we decide to do diamond, which I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to decide. It's probably going to be a thing that we work on throughout the season and plan on finishing by the end of it, because that's going to be a couple hundred diamond blocks probably, or at least a couple stacks. But anyway, I think we're going to call it here for this episode. I've had a great time making this episode. I've had a great time making this episode. I hope you also enjoyed it. And I know I took an extra day or two, depending on when this releases, to actually get the tunnel as done as it is. It did take me quite a while to get all these resources and stuff together. But count on it, next episode it will be finished, and I have a lot of great things planned. So I hope to see you there, and I will catch you later.